Hi and welcome to Legal Manager, the legal document creation tool. In this video, we're going to cover the business startup section. You'll see here on the home screen of Legal Manager that we have various icons that enable us to drill into these subject legal matter areas, or we can access these either from a document perspective on the Documents tab. As you can see, there's Business Startup is the first one at the bottom of the screen there, or on the Law Guide section, we can drill into the information around business startups from here. And really empower ourselves with more knowledge around legal information, compliance, and due diligence that you may have to do to protect your business. If we go back to the home screen, I'm going to use for the purpose of this video the business startup icon. When I click into that, it takes me into the business startup area. As you can see on the right hand side, we have a huge array of documents relative to starting up a business, which we can then filter by country. This should cover nearly all documents that you require in starting up a business here in the UK. Not only does it contain documents, but as I mentioned before, a huge amount of information. You can see that on the Law Guide section here, or again by clicking into the Law Guide at the top. If we're to look at limited companies, we can see here that then is broken down into subject areas like starting up a business, tax, shares, and if we're to drill into that information even further, there's even more level of detail. So you can see the depth of information that Legal Manager has, and it is always updated with the latest legislation and compliance changes. So let's have a look at a document to create a document. So if we go into a limited liability partnership agreement, and you can see the Get Started icon here in green. If we click on that, what that will do is take us into the document creation tool. There is a tutorial, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to get started. So at the top of the screen, you've got a progress bar out of 100%, and also these bars here, many of which are broken into various areas of the document, which you can see here on the right-hand side, which we're going to start filling in. The bars are broken down with topical areas, so you can get an understanding of what information you're going to have to fill in around there, and we'll navigate back to those areas at any point you need to. There's also an explanation in case you're not too sure about what information it is that you're filling in there or how to answer that question. If you click on the question mark, there is an explanation that pops up, which is also really useful. As we start filling in the form, you'll notice that it highlights in yellow and moves to the section on the contract, document, policy or notice of where that information is being filled in. And the information will be filled in via free text fields, drop downs, or searches like this, for instance, that are able to pull up the address based on the postcode to again make it nice and easy filling this document in. If we're then to progress the document but we hadn't actually completed all the information, notice the bar remains red. Now that means that it hasn't been completed or it's incomplete. In this case, we know it's incomplete, but if we click back on that bar or use the back button at the bottom of the screen, it navigates straight back there and we're just able to go in very quickly and fill in that information. Once it's been completed, you'll notice the bar turns green at the top of the screen. If you are disturbed while creating the document, or you run out of time, or you need to come back to it later, not a problem at all. You can just go up to the top of the screen and save that document. Once we've saved that document, the documents are all stored within the My Documents section. This is the document management area of the solution. As you can see, there's many other documents we've created are all stored here. We can see the percentage and the date they were created and where they're at and the service level required. On here, the three right dots allow us various other options again. If we want to download that document, if it's ready, we can click on download and we can download it as a Word document or a PDF. If you download it as Word and edit that document further, I advise that you have the Legal Manager Plus solution that enables you to actually send that document in for review or pick up the phone and discuss that document with a lawyer solicitor at the other end to make sure that document is still compliant and has the strength of the contract that it should do in order to protect your business. If you're ready to go, then you can just download as a PDF and either add it to an electronic signature solution or send that via email. If you need to amend that document again or use it for somebody else, you can either duplicate the document, or if you need to update the document in a certain period of time, what's really useful is reminders. So we can go in and create a reminder. In this case, let's just say it's from a year for now, and put in what it is that you want to remind yourself maybe around to do around that document. Create the reminder and you'll notice an alarm clock appears, signifying that we are actually got a reminder set for that, and you can see if you hover over it, actually tells you when. So that's it for this section of business startups for Legal Manager. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next.